What's up, guys? In today's video we are going to be doing what if Germany formed an empire. So Germany has formed two empires, one being the German Empire, which consists of these lands, this tiny thing of Denmark, and Alsace-Lorraine. Well, this is all of Prussia. And then, well, the other German Empire, it included all of this, but not Leningrad, not Leningrad. This part of France. It was a way bigger empire than the German Empire, though. So it was huge. So yeah. But in this video, Germany is going to be forming its empire. So first, they will declare war on Austria. In real life, there's a lot of German peoples here, and they want to unite those peoples. Austria's military is fighting very hard, but the German military is just, it's not going to go well for Austria. Now, Austria is just mountain, but mountain can't really fight. So, let's see, the peace treaty. Full annexation. Yeah. Alright, Germany. Oh, also there's no NATO, UN, any alliance. Germany will next invade Poland. Now, the reason is Poland is huge. They have a big military, and if they could get that military power, they could become probably one of the top powers. So they invade like this, and it goes well. Poland's like, alright, France, UK, please help me. Man. Yeah, no. They're not going to help Poland. Or Germany, because of their recent military actions. In Poland is looking like this. Maybe like somebody is like supporting Germany, but it's fine, as the Germans will consolidate their front. And Warsaw, no, not Warsaw yet. I don't think Warsaw has been captured. Now Warsaw has been captured. Yeah, with the Warsaw captured, there's no need for Poland to fight anymore. Alright. So, let's see. The peace treaty. Alright, they take these lands. And then they will send the ultimatum to Russia. Now, Russia is like, you know what, I'll invade Finland later. And fully annex them. Maybe the Baltics. But the Germans, before they do that, they want the entirety of Kaliningrad. Then Russia thinks hard. They have a lot of warm water ports there that they don't want to get rid of. But remember, Belarus definitely gonna unite with them. And then they could take the Baltics, so which means more warm water access. So, bam. They regain, Kaliningrad. So, Germany is looking good. Then, they will declare war on Daneland. And it's not going to go too well for Denmark, as they are going to be invaded in approximately 6-ish hours, I would say. So, yeah. The peace treaty, of course, is full annexation in question. Like, who would ask what? Oh, wait, shoot. it's not full annexation. There's actually going to be a peace treaty. I forgot. So the peace treaty is going to be the Germans will take this southern land. And Denmark is thankful that they didn't fully annex them like another timeline. But yeah. And then Germany will declare war on France. Now this is a big jump. But Germany does have the resources. So the Germans are holding a huge front here. And the Frenchies are kind of doing like this. Not too big of a front. So the Germans will be able to win this battle. It's called the Battle of Rhine. Yep, the Rhine battle. And the Rhine battle has been succeeded by Germany. And now Germany is spearheading to Paris. They spearhead to Paris and they capture it. And on the way, they encircle this huge piece, including Dunkirk. Now, I'm just going to call it Dunkirk. No, nothing intended. No pun intended. Because, like, in real life, Dunkirk was encircled. Alright, you know what? I'm not going to get into World War II. Alright. France is like, you know, I should go back to my old days and just surrender. And, well, the British say no. Don't do that, because I'm going to declare war on the British, the Germans, secretly later. So the French will not surrender, and, yeah, it's not going to really go well for the French, though. As the French are thinking of surrendering, plus baguettes, they make a landing here, and they capture their whole, the Atlantic coast. Now this looks familiar, huh? I remember they also had all of this. Well, anyways, this will pressure France into surrendering, and they do. So let's see this peace treaty. France is gonna lose a teeny tiny bit of land. The most tiniest bit of land. So the Germans will get Alsace-Lorraine. The Germans will get Alsace-Lorraine. So they will do this. I'm going to erase the border. And now the greater German Empire has formed. But Germany has to do one last thing. Uh-oh. Czechia. Now, Czechia has been Bohemia. Bohemia or Czechia has been part of Germany. Like once. But Germany will start their invasion of Czechia. And this war is really what the Germans want. Kind of want their old borders back. You know, they'll thicken out this front. But it's not going to go too well for Czechia. As they are not a superpower at this point, they literally just beat Germany. Germany literally just beat France, so that's a major accomplishment. And, yeah, Czechia is going to lose pretty heavily. So, this is what I was about to say Czechoslovakia. This is what Czechia is looking like. And then this war will continue. And they will try to cut Czechia off. And they will do that successfully. And this part of Czechia will surrender. Leaving, Czechia, really just Bohemia. And the Bohemian region is now getting enclosed. And this thing is, yeah. They captured Prague, I think. I don't know where Czechia's capital is. They captured Prague, and Czechia has capitulated. Let's see, well, the peace treaty. I bet you guys know what it is. It's going to be them taking the Sudetenland. Now, the Sudetenland was taken by the Germans in World War II for a short, pretty period of time. Very short period. And, yeah. So they take the Sudetenland. And Britain wants to stop this, but Germany's naval blockade is absolutely cracked. But not as cracked as the Americans. No, the Americans are still the strongest. But Germany is probably like in the top 5 at this point. In this timeline, Germany will not betray Czechia. But guess who does betray Germany? Everybody they had a peace treaty with. Including Russia. No, I'm just kidding. Why would Russia do that, first of all? And yeah, it's probably not going to go well for the Germans. It's definitely not going to go well for the Germans, not going to lie. But there's one exception. Denmark joins the war, Sweden joins the war. Yeah. Their ancient rivalry. Well, first thing Germany will do is take out Denmark. And, well, Sweden will take out these islands. Pretty cool. Huh. Oh, yeah, pretty cool. Denmark was not going to stay for a while. And they'll also help Germany with this stick. I don't know what I should call that, but it looked pretty ugly on the map. I don't know how to draw the Sudetenland, but that was my best try. And now the invasion of Poland. Poland is now crippled. They've been crippled. France is still just lost a couple thousand of troops. But they will take back the Alsace-Lorraine area. Poland is now looking like WW2 Poland. Or Poland. And now Poland is left with this. They surrender. Now here. The Germans plus the Swedes. Oh my gosh. Germans plus the Swedes will, well, it's not going to look good for France. It's not going to have a good look on anybody. They smash through the, the Benelux. Pause. In the Ardennes. Going like this, and dang. The invasion of France. Once again. So this scars France. They thought they were gonna win this, but when Sweden joined the war, even though France is a power, these guys are crippled from Germany. It's the thing. If they weren't, Germany would probably lose. So France says its last words. Baguette. And I feel that way. France has surrendered. And the whole world was like, what the heck? Why does this look so familiar? No, actually, this does look familiar. Maybe the Germans will invade Norway. 'Cause, look, they invaded Poland again. Denmark again. They invaded France. I wonder what that peace treaty is going to look like. They invaded the Benelux. So, let's see this peace treaty. Alright. peace treaty. Alright, this looks a little bit familiar. I don't know. So they puppeted Slovakia, like, during the peace treaty. They took France as a puppet. They took the Danish peninsula, but they didn't take Sweden because they were their ally, of course. But Sweden got these islands, the Copenhagen Island and this guy. But that's not Germany's last expansion, as they will declare war on Lithuania. I almost said Latvia. And the British. Yeah. Alright, so first things first, Germany, of course, will invade Latvia. This invasion will go well, taking Memel. Ooh, that rhymed. And they will cut off Latvia in the process until Latvia will surrender. Relatively small country, so no doubt that they will surrender. But Germany, they will not invade from here, of course. They did that a while ago. Well, they didn't do it successfully. But the Germans will actually snake along Norway's coast, go up here, and almost there, go to Ireland. Now, the British are probably protecting all around them, but this is what it really looks like. That's what it really looks like. They're just protecting their island, not Ireland. So they will send a ultimatum to Ireland, not for annexation, but or like kind of like a thing, like if you join this war, we'll give you something. So they make Ireland join, which will make it easier as they serve as a distraction. The starter went crazy, and pow. The naval invasion of Britain. The reason why Germany has never won any of the world wars is because of America. America is not going to join this because this is German Empire Day. And yeah, the British are fumbling. Ireland makes a landing in Cornwall and Wales. In the United Kingdom, I'm sorry to all Scots, Welsh, and Cornwall, and I said Cornwall. I can't speak, guys. I mean Cornwall. Cornwall. And Falkland people. Well, the UK has just surrendered. So this peace treaty is going to be pretty easy for me. Probably like the easiest peace treaty of the day. So I'm just going to like make it in front of your eyes. Alright, so Germany will first of all get this tiny piece of land and Memel. Now Memel is like a strip of land that that the German Empire used to have. They have to give away Scotland, and they have to cede Wales and Cornwall to the Irish. And I guess there's no more snakes in Northern Ireland as they chase them out and they flee to the ocean, now making them water snakes. But the Germans will get the important parts. Like, if you're gonna invade the country and win the war, then you're going to take the important part, you know? Why not? In Latvia, Lithuania will cede over this, making Germany a top power. One of, like, probably top 5. I already said that, so they're probably top. They're probably 4th in strongness, behind China, or maybe Russia right now, because of Ukraine and stuff. And then Russia will annex Ukraine and Belarus. And the Germans now are having elections right now. And this certain guy just came out of Austria. He is happy in what the Germans are doing. And he is a flat out, just straight up dictator. So, when Russia invades these two and the Baltics, Germany will see their opportunity, recruiting up Finland and also getting the help of Sweden. They are getting ready for this massive and giant coalition. And guys, do you know what else is massive? The Low Taper's Fade meme is still massive. It's crazy. No, it's not. It literally died out. Ninja, get your head out of it. The starter went crazy. So yeah. This is a ginormous, well, it's a pretty difficult invasion, but since Finland's going to be in it, it's going to be a little bit easier. And they are getting the support of Sweden. I can't code this island. Alright. Yeah, they're getting the support of Sweden. Alright. And Russia, there, here you go. And, well, just because of Russia's size doesn't mean it has a strong military. Well, Russia does, but yeah. Germany plus Finland and Sweden, which can make them capture St. Petersburg, or in the old days, Leningrad, which they couldn't capture. And Germany is now getting happy. Very happy. And Finland is also getting happier than before. They're already the happiest country, and I think the most depressed. I don't know. But they captured the whole Sea of Azov and make a spearhead to Volgograd. They capture it, and this huge place sieges. Now, they would probably not let that go. There's a lot of oil there, I think. Like, Aiden said that, so I believe him. But he has more knowledge than me in college. But, yeah. And, bang. This is now getting into a Russian beatdown. And it's not going to get any more well for Russia, as the Germans are right here from Moscow. They are so close to Moscow. They are literally encircling the city right now. With the huge encirclement, all the military is going, oh. This encirclement has gone successful, and millions of Russians are getting killed. This battle is very intense. The Germans are getting bombed heavily. Well, actually, they probably have some nukes stored here, like all the way over here. Like Russia, where they could shoot their nukes is like the whole world. They could shoot anywhere. The U.S. of A, Australia, New Zealand even. But guess who else joins? Italy and Japan. Plus South Korea. Instantly drags North Korea and China in this war, which drags Taiwan, which drags America. The Americans will force Canada into this war, and Canada will comply. Now, this is a huge blow to, the Russians, as in recent political stuffs, U.S. and Russia kind of got on their good side together. Not on like a good side, but a little bit better. So this could affect Russia, and this could make them enemies once again. And it's probably not going to go well for the blue team. But reinforcements are coming up, and Russia is fighting back. They want to recapture Moscow. I don't know if Moscow is right there. It's actually pretty close. I have a world map, so I'm gonna look. I think Moscow is genuinely already captured, but the spearhead is successful, and they plow through their fronts with Chinese help. But where there is no Chinese help is over here. Why would there be Chinese help here? The Russians are gonna get steamrolled in the Siberian region. And this is like the only time Germany is like working together with the Americans. Japan, oh my gosh, will seize Sakhalin in about like 6 days maybe. It's genuinely a flat land. And they are also in mainland Russia, seizing North Korea in maybe a day. I'm just kidding. But this is with American troops, so don't get your hopes up that Japan is doing all of this. If it was Japan alone with South Korea, it's not good. Now, Japan and South Korea can probably destroy China, but not like in a case it would be very rapid. With America, it would be rapid. But this, spearhead, it's not going to last. As he just captured Moscow. And Germany, for the first time ever, finally has captured Moscow from the western side. For the Mongols, they captured it from the eastern side. And bang. Russia is finally collapsing. Facing, I don't know. I didn't find the right word. Facing. Two fronts, just like Germany did in World War II. And then Russia will surrender. With Russia still exists. Well, now they don't. As now they are steamrolling through Manchuria. And bang. Beijing has been captured, but they moved their capital. Taiwan. Maybe some people are like helping them. I don't know. Like, just some people. And the whole Chinese coast will be captured. But they still got some important areas in this huge thing. But they're now facing a two-front war. Yeah, it's not gonna go well for the Chinese. Oh, Tibet breaks away. Tibet. And this war is now over. Probably World War III, not gonna lie. But Germany's on a good side instead of the bad side. What? What is happening? Everybody's being liberated. Oh no! So that is World War III. Well, not really. Well, it is in the war. It is a world war. Because actually Africa was part of it. The Middle East. Asia. But it was in 3 continents. Maybe 2. Because Afro-Eurasia. But I'm going to classify it as 3 because I am not going to get into those details. So, this is going to be a long peace treaty. Yeah. So let's see what I can come up with, I guess. Maybe, you know what, I'm not going to say anything because then you guys will think that. And maybe I will do that. So, I'm not going to say anything. Why is this taking so slow? Alright. This is the peace treaty. Let me explain it all. So, Germany will get these lands. So they will get all the Baltics, a little bit of Ukraine, a lot of Belarus. Speaking of Belarus, it doesn't exist. It was partitioned by, of course, Germany, Ukraine, and Russia by a little bit. Russia lost land, but they gained a teeny tiny bit of land. Alright, Finland got hold of Karelia and Kola. That's good. Ukraine got an empire, but they did lose some lands here. Now Russia is still the biggest country, of course. But Japan has this, also the Kuril Islands, Sakhalin, and this populated part of Russia. This is South Korea. This is all Taiwan. India gets their claims. Tibet's released. Xinjiang's released. And, yeah. India does some stuff. I think I already explained that. So this is, what if Germany formed an empire? Oh, also the Americans gained that. But this is what if Germany formed an empire. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.